this song, Possible. It gets my blood pumping and makes me drive a little faster when I'm listening in the car. I have to be careful that I don't get pulled over. But it's the song that really kind of pushed me outside of my comfort zone vocally, which I love. I love to stretch myself and push myself into new things that I never thought that I could do, that I thought were impossible. But like many artists before me, we ran into a lot of obstacles in the making of this record. You name it, it probably happened, and it was probably a roadblock that we ran into trying to make this record. And we were in the studio one day, and we all decided that we needed to write a song called Possible. And I just love these lyrics. One more day, 4 more walls, watch my hopes rise and fall. But then in the chorus, every dream, every plan is possible when it's in bigger hands. And we all have situations that we face every day that we feel like are impossible and totally insurmountable. And we've all stared at a circumstance right in front of us and felt that what we're up against is out of our grasp, out of our reach. And the truth is that it is. We have got to let go and allow it to be in bigger hands. Let the Lord lead. And I'm sure that the business I'm in is no different than anybody else's. But sometimes it feels like you hear no more than you hear yes. And kind of like life, you know, every time you try something, there's always going to be a naysayer. There's always going to be someone who says it can't be done and that it's not possible. And so I love the message of this song. And when we wrote it, I was an unsigned artist with nothing more than an incredible passion for the Lord and what I felt like was a calling on my life. And it seemed totally impossible that my songs would ever be heard beyond my 4 walls. And so in the midst of talking about that in the studio one day with Brian White and Barry Weeks, God really kind of almost slapped our hands and said, you know, what box are you putting me in? And why are you putting limits on me? And I realized that I wasn't the first person to feel this way. So, you know, I'm sure that David felt the same way when he looked at Goliath. I'm sure that Moses felt the same way when he looked at the Red Sea. And the truth is that God specializes in the impossible. It's called starting where you are, using what you have, doing what you can. And no matter how big your circumstance seems, it's not impossible for the Lord. It's not how big is your mountain, it's how big is your God. So my advice with listening to this song is keep getting up, showing up, doing the next right thing, and trusting God with the results, because you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. So grab your iPod, go out for a jog, and just blast this song, and it'll put a smile on your face, I promise.